So this is a test video in video resolution 720p, 3 megabit per second, 15 frames per second, and portrait mode in regards of our rotation. And I'll try to upload it afterwards and see how it goes on the different formats, and look at how in regards of my mobile and all that. Anyway, let's read Genesis 1:1, and actually I could just fix my camera on here. See a little camera, if I can put it somewhere, I don't know, maybe up here, maybe there, whatever, that looks, whatever. It's very small, but at least it has something, right? So I'll try to correct some of the things that I know in regards of Elohim, in regards of plural being gods and all that. And Genesis is in regards to the beginning, in regards of Bereshit in Hebrew means the beginning, or in beginning. So, in the beginning, the gods created the heavens and the earth. And the earth came to be formless and empty, and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the spirit of the gods was moving on the face of the waters. And the gods said, "Let light come to be," and light came to be. And the gods saw the light, that it was good, and the gods separated the light from the darkness. And the gods called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there came to be evening, and there came to be morning. One day. Actually, the first day, my bad. The first day, it's a bad translation, I think, in regards of, they're going to call it the second day, the third day, and all that in the rest, but the first day. Because it is the first day, people use this one day to disturb the, anyway. So the first day in regards of creation. And the God said, "Let an expanse come to be in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters." I'm thinking in regards of the expanse, I think it's the word rakia. As far as I can see, space might be a good word for it, but something I need to look into, because it's space, and the gods made the expanse, the space, and separated the waters which were under the expanse or space from the waters which were above the expanse, the space. And it came to be so. And the gods called the expanse heaven, so the space is called heavens, plural. And there came to be evening, and there came to be morning, the second day. And the gods said, "Let the waters under the heavens," under the space, the rakia, "be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it came to be so. And the gods called the dry land earth, and the collection of the waters he called seas. And the gods saw that it was good. And the gods said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the plant that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth." And it came to be so. And the earth brought forth grass, the plant that yields seed according to its kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself according to its kind. And the gods saw that it was good. And there came to be evening, and there came to be morning, the third day. So there you see, the first day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day, and so forward. And I don't know why they would say one day, Well, again, it's used by people that tries to corrupt things, in regards of. So I think it's a really bad, translation, really. One day, no, day one, the third day, the first day. One day, wouldn't you use, when you use second day, third day, fourth day, wouldn't you use the first day? Of course, I think you would. Anyway, so that is one of the places where I think this is, where they could have done a better job. Anyway, and the gods said, let light come to be in the expanse of the heavens, to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and appointed times, and for days and years. And let them be for light in the expanse or in the space of the heavens, to give light on the earth. And it came to be so. And the gods made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. And the stars. I think actually the translation here is could be better in regards of, and the lesser light and the stars to rule the night. When you look in the Hebrew, it says, the and, in regards of actually, we could of course look into it, but I think it's, let's see here. It doesn't sound like it's the same thing with the King James where you have this thing, but we see here, oh, well, can't load the module. Well, we have as usual, a problem with technology. Sorry, I can't really, when it breaks, it breaks. It's annoying. Or maybe I can actually do, that's the never-ending battle with technology. I'm so sick and tired of it. Anyway, here we go. Vayas Elohim et Shenei ha-meorot ha-gedolim et ha-maor ha-gadol. Are we actually? Yeah, ha-gadol. לממשלת היום ואת המאור הקטון לממשלת, I think, or no, it must be לממשלת, or yeah, הלילה ואת הכוכבים. That must be hakoravim must be the stars. So we have the moon and the stars. Ve'et hamaor hakaton lememshelet halayla ve'et hakoravim. The stars, we have the stars there, and we have the moon somewhere. It's like it would have been nice to have the other module so I could get some help in regards of, but when things breaks and all that, it's not really, you get so tired of it. I could of course just close it down and open it up again, because that will make it work, should make it work. But it's the never-ending battle of technology, where it breaks all the time. Okay, there we go. So that will be, so we have Hayom ve'et hamaor, so that's the light, hakaton, the lesser, lememshelet, to rule the night, ve'et hakoravim, so again, and the stars. So there's not really any seemingly dot, is Hamaor, light, the greater, Hakadol, to rule, the Memshelet, the day, Ve'ed, and, so here we have the Ve'and, Hamaor, the light, Hakaton, the lesser, so the lesser light to rule the night and the stars. It's not, I think in regards to the English, it would be in regards of, the lesser light and the stars to rule, to rule the night. It doesn't really seem like there's a comma as such, as far as I can gather. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong on that. Just because people are like, and then he made the stars. It's like, no, actually, he's making both the stars and the, he's making the moon and the stars to rule the night, not just, so. It's just the thing where you put the stars behind it. It just doesn't seem to work for me. from the Hebrew. It's like I think you get another understanding. It's like, so he's making the sun, the great light, the sun for the daylight, to rule the day, and then he's making the moon, the lesser light, and the stars to rule the night. So making a comma and saying "and the stars" is like like a. Anyway, and the gods made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. I don't think there's need for a comma there. And I think actually "and the lesser light and the stars to rule the night" would probably be more correct in the English, I think, if you look at that's just my view anyway. I can be wrong. And the gods set them in the expanse, or in the heavens. Expanse. And Elohim set them in the expanse, the space of the heavens, to give light on the earth. You have plural heavens. So as I'm thinking of it, you have the heavens that the birds are flying in regards of the Darkijah, which is the heavens. The birds are flying, but you also have the other space, right? That we actually do call space. Where we have the sun and moon and all that. So that makes sense. It's plural because it's, it's kind of, is kind of different kinds of spaces. That's just my view on it anyway. So that would make sense that, that heavens are plural. Anyway, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And the gods saw that it was good. And there came to be evening, and there came to be morning, the fourth day. Again, it's only the first time where they translate it, where they just say, maybe I should make this a little bigger, where they say one day. One day? No, the first day. Anyway, and the gods said, "Let the waters teem with shoals of living beings, and let birds fly above the earth on the face of the expanse of the heavens." And in regards to the face, that's the beginning, as I understand it, of the heavens. Wouldn't it be the beginning of the heavens in regards of, because you have much more of the heavens, right? You have this, and then you have the rest out there. In regards of the face is the beginning of the, so you have the rest of the body. Anyway, in Hebrew they have these these different ways of expressing themselves that I guess we're not so used to in our Western world. But anyway, so as I understand it, we have the heavens that the birds are flying in regards of the face, in regards of the beginning of the heavens. There's much more of the space out there in regards to the heavens, the Darkijah, So Elohim said that the waters teem with shoals. It's an interesting word, shoals. Shall we just look it up? Copy. Is there another copy? Where's the copy for one word? Oh, there we go. It's a little time since I used it. Let's see if we can go to, there we go. See if it's shoals. Of course, I also have in the application itself, but a sandbank in the stretch of water that is visible at low tide. A stretch of shallow water. Don't know about a large group of fish. I don't know, I don't know if that's word is, it's not a word that I usually know. But anyway, and the gods said, "Let waters teem with shoals of living beings," I guess groups of living beings, and like when you have a lot of fish together, maybe that's, and let birds fly above the earth on the face of the expanse of the heavens, on the beginning of the space of the heavens, you see, because there's so much more, right? But this is like the beginning of it. Anyway, and the gods created great sea creatures and every living being that moves. Let us say, and the gods created great sea creatures and every living being that moves, with which the waters teemed according to their kind, and every winged bird according to its kind. And the gods saw that it was good. And the gods blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and increase, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth." And there came to be evening, and there came to be morning, the fifth day, And the gods said, let the earth bring forth the living being according to its kind, livestock and creeping creatures. I don't know if maybe they put in creatures as it's like, a little side thing. But anyway, creeping creatures and beast of the earth according to its kind, and it came to be so. And the gods made the beast of the earth according to its kind, livestock according to its kind, and all that creep on the earth according to its kind. And the gods saw that it was good. And the gods said, let us, and that's, one of the places where we have like 4 plural terms, and yet they only dare to translate 3 plural terms. Although this translation actually just insert the Hebrew Elohim, which is plural, and then of course they don't dare to translate it the gods. It seems like it's only me that seems to be going in that direction, but it is plural in the Hebrew. And so it would be, and the gods said, let us make man in our image according to our likeness. How many plural terms do you have there? Well, you have at least 3. And the 4th, usually they translate that to singular God. Well, I think that's kind of a mistranslation, But anyway, I think it should be 4 plural terms as it is in the Hebrew, because you have Father, Son, and Holy Spirit from the very beginning, working together, creating the world in 6 days and resting on the 7th day. Anyway, because God, Jehovah is plural singular. He's not absolute singular, he's plural singular. It's like, you have an atom, you have one atom, but you have atom consisting of protons, neutrons, and electrons, and of course the space and all that. But you have one atom, and you can go on with these kind of things and all that. Body, spirit, soul. You have the body, you have the spirit, the breath, and all that, and you have the soul, the program code, and all that. But you have one person, right? And there's other ways of explaining it. But anyway, and Elohim said, let us make man in our, and the gods said, let us make man in our image according to our likeness. Oh, sorry. Let's try that again. And the gods said, let us make man in our image according to our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over all the creeping creatures that creep on the ground. And the gods created the man in his image. In the image of the gods he created him. Male and female he created them. And so when people are saying, well, it's a royal plural and all that, really, it's a royal plural. So why is Yeshua using it as a we will come to you, and and their judgment in regards to the judgment of the Father and the Son in regards to the Lamb and all that. So we have multiple. I think so we have the plural things in the New Testament, and we have it in the Old, so-called Old, and Yeshua is not using the plural as a royal. He's talking about the Father and the Son. And of course the Spirit, the Spirit of truth. I can't remember how many times it is in the New Testament, but I really should maybe look into fixing more of that, because so many things in the Bible is attacked, and the Trinity doctrine with a twist is one of those things that are attacked in regards to the divinity of Yeshua. And we have all the things explained in the Bible. So when these people are coming and trying to sow doubt in people, it's very sad. The devil does his work and tries to lead people astray. But yeah. So maybe I should actually focus on maybe because I know I can make a lot more sources and all. I already have a model on the Jesus is God Almighty website, but I actually have a model that it is a little more, a little more detailed. And then of course I know I can put a lot more information, just putting the reference to show all the things that is put in the model, and giving enough, pretty much totally foolproof evidence that what other people are saying is bullshit, when they're saying, well, Jesus is not Jehovah or Yeshua is not Jehovah. That's nonsense. Of course, he's God Almighty, There's it's everywhere. Anyway, so we have, let's take it a little back here. And the God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over all the creeping creatures that creep on the ground. And the gods created the man in his image. In the image of the gods he created him. Male and female he created them. And the gods blessed them, and the gods said to them, be fruitful, and increase, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and rule over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over all the creeping creatures on the earth. And the gods said, see, I have given you every plant that yields seed, which is on the face of the earth. As to say, it's on the front, in regards of the earth, there's more earth, but it's on the, surface of the earth, the face of the earth, okay? So, every plant that yields seed, which is on the face of the earth, on the surface of the earth, not, saying that there's more underneath, right? But anyway, and every tree whose fruit yields seed, to you it is for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to every creeping creature on the earth, in which there is a living being, every green plant is for food, and it came to be so. I can't remember the word for the living being, if it's in regards of nefesh, I think, in regards of a nefesh. You have the ruach in regards of the spirit and breath, and then you have when you become a living nefesh in regards of, that's of course the next chapter where we get more details on that. Anyway, and it came to be so. And the God saw all that he had made, and see, it was very good. And it seems like we didn't eat, meat at that point. It does seem like we were pretty much before the fall, that we seems to have been eating, fruit and vegetables or something like that. But yeah. But we are allowed, after the flood, we are told we are allowed to eat meat, although there's still some things that we are not, we have clean animals and we have unclean animals, and of course we have things that are sacrificed to idols, which is no-go and all of that. So there are some requirements overall, but we're not told not to eat it, that we're not, but of course, it's. I was a vegetarian for many years. When I saw the videos of the animals and all that, the problem is that it really didn't help me health-wise. I really took the wrong turn on that. I might have actually been able to restore myself health-wise if I had just gone on eating meat. I didn't know I could actually fix my health issue, at least stop the symptom. By just eating meat and not feeding the fungal infection I have, which also took me a lot of time to figure out that I have a fungal infection, because it's, that's the medical mafia are murdering people and mistreating them in regards of, anyway, the whole product is pretty much just fungus, mycotoxins are antibiotics, and mycotoxins is poison from fungus, and thereby you have a greater risk of getting a fungal infection, which can lead to cancer, because cancer is fungus. But anyway, they don't tell you that because they want to earn a lot of money, a lot of mammon, while they murder you all and make you suffer, make us all suffer. It's really the diabolical system. It's very sad that people would ever do things like that to that it's not loving your neighbor, and that's the second command. Love God with all your heart, or love Jehovah with all your heart, being and soul and all that. And the second commandment, which is equal to it, it's to love your neighbor. Is it loving your neighbor to kill them off and making them suffer and not telling them the truth in regards of what cancer and many other health issues are? No, it's not. Of course, if we know the cause, we might be able to do something about it, right? Anyway, it's disgusting. It's really disgusting. Anyway, and the God saw all that he had made, and see, it was very good. And there came to be evening, and there came to be morning, the sixth day. Now, just one thing here. The chapter is closing according to this. These chapters was inserted. It doesn't stop here, okay? The story doesn't stop here. It actually continues. So just forget this chapter thing here, I don't know if he was drinking too much of the altar wine or whatever, but it's just not going to fly. The chapter is just shouldn't be there, okay? Anyway, so it continues. Thus the heavens and the earth were completed, and all their array. I can't remember what array comes from in regards to that word, but we could maybe just copy and see in regards of an orderly arrangement, an impressive display, especially, I guess all of its things. Anyway, let's see here. So, we need to go back. There we go. Okay, and here we have, which as far as I know is it's not really a mistranslation, because it actually is in the Masoretic text, but I think the Jewish Masoretic text might have this wrong. Now, why would I think that the Jewish text has this wrong? Was because every single other document that was a copy from, the Hebrew text doesn't have 7th day, it has the 6th day, which actually also makes sense. Although you still get the understanding that Jehovah created the heavens and the earth in 6 days and rested on the 7th and all that. But, so it's not a big issue, but it is an issue. And I think I have 3 sources at least, the Aramaic text translated in the 1st century, the Samaritan text as well. Maybe it was the Dead Sea Scrolls as well. I can't remember. But I have multiple sources. Maybe it was the Greek as well. Greek, Aramaic, I can't remember. But we have multiple sources saying that this one is the 6th day and not the 7th day. We might even have some Hebrew documents as well, as I understand it from one of these guys that looked into a lot of the things, used 20 or 30 years, and he created his own Hebrew version, which would be very interesting to get a hand on if I ever get to the point of it being able to read Hebrew. I'm really on just the beginning scale of Hebrew. But anyway, it would be interesting to see what he did with this, because he checked multiple Hebrew sources, and he knew there were some variations out there. Also where the name of God was some places, and some places it was not. And I think that was actually the guy that actually found out that they had taken out the name of God, some of the places in the Bible, in the Jewish manuscript. And I think that was the one that got him to actually realize that Yeshua was the Messiah in regards of Jesus. Now, Jesus' name in Hebrew is Yeshua. Now, the Jews don't call him Yeshua. They have a very specific name for Yeshua, which is an acronym for may his name be obliterated or blotted out and all that. But anyway, the Jews have their issues for sure in regards of Yeshua or Jesus. Anyway, Thus the heavens and the earth were completed in all their array. And in the sixth day, not the seventh day, and in the sixth day, the gods completed his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. Which, probably also make more sense to say, well, he completed his work in the sixth day, and he rested on the seventh, right? Instead of saying, and in the seventh day, the gods completed his work. At least we have multiple sources that says that it's the sixth day and not the seventh day. According, the Masoretic text is really the only witness according to this, and the Masoretic text is, later. So we have a translation in regards to the Peshitas that says 6. I think the Samaritan says 6. We have, I think the Greek, I can't remember all the sources, but, I know there's multiple sources that says 6 instead of 7. It's only the Masoretic that says the 7, and it comes later, although I can't remember when it's actually, I think I've written it down somewhere. Most likely probably in, I think might have it here in regards to this book. No, it's a little hard to figure out where all my notes is. Maybe it's the other book in regards of, I have one of the books where I put all the things in regards of the different Bible versions. Maybe this is the one. Let's see here. Notes. No. Anyway, it's somewhere. Somewhere. Where did I? Oh no, it should have been the other one. I would think actually that I had a hold on. It should be this one. That I had a thing. But maybe I'm remembering wrong. It doesn't seem like there's anything. I have the companion Bible in regards of the Ginsburg. Oh yeah, the Ginsburg. He was the Ginsburg Masorah. It's hard to remember everything. Where did I put that? I know I have the notes somewhere written down. Oh well, not that. Probably is one of the other Bible versions then. Maybe it's in the, okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter at the moment. But it's a minor thing, but we want to be as close to, the more clean the water it is, the better. So, but you don't really get a misunderstanding overall. It's not the big thing. It's just the thing that is there. So in the sixth day, the gods completed his work which he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And the gods blessed the seventh day and set it apart, because on it he rested from all his work which the gods in creating had made. So here we actually have where it stops. This is where the chapter stops, although the Danish version I have still have some issues in regards of, it seems to stop in the middle of the fourth. I don't know why if we go into the Hebrew, if it doesn't break, we have Vayvarek Elohim et Yom HaShevi'i. There we go with the 7. But again, if you look into, let's try to just, let's just see. I think I have let's try this one and see. As you can see, and in the sixth day, this is the Aramaic version, translated in the 1st century. And in the sixth day, God finished his works which he made, and he was refreshed in the seventh day from all of his works that he had made. So that's one of the sources saying 6 instead of 7, translated in the 1st century. I think the Greek might also say 6. Let's see here. Yeah, as you can see here. Ektos, 6. Kai. Siger tini tile ten og te os en ti imira ti ek ti ta or something. Anyway, but it says 6. So that's 2 sources that say 6 instead of 7. We have. It would be interesting to also see what the Waldensian Bibles would be saying, but I don't have access to them. They're really hidden. We apparently 5 Waldensian Bibles survived. The Romanizers was really out there destroying a lot of documents and all that. But 5 Waldensian Bibles is said to have survived. I know that some of them are still, but. And also I think it was the French translation that translated from the Waldensians. But, it's not to be found in the Bible applications, the big Bible applications. The scholars are really hiding them away, and they're pushing all the things in regards of, this Greek, whatever, new thing and all that. And yet they're not, promoting the Waldensian Bibles. Would be nice to see the Waldensian Bibles being released so everybody can go and look at them. But who knows? It might actually also have 6 day. We have the Latin. Let's see what the Latin says. That was translated in the 4th century. It seems to say Septimo. So if you go to Wycliffe translation here of it, actually it says 7th day here in regards to the Wycliffe, but that's the modern. Maybe they have corrected it, because Wycliffe was said to translate from the Latin, but as far as I can see from the Latin, that sounds like a 6, not a 7. Now I don't have the Wycliffe. Let's see here if we can find the original. They might have just have changed it. See here. No. Which of course is sad if they did that. Download modules. And we're going to Bibles. Close Bibles. English. Wycliffe. So Wycliffe translated his Bible in it's like 1300 or something like that. Then we have Jan Hus in the 4th century, and we have, of course, Martin Luther in regards of. That would be, I guess, 15, 16, the beginning of the 16th century. But yeah, okay, so that might be a little off in regard. But you have a little difference in regards to them. Now, of course, it won't download because I have this active. Actually, I should maybe try that with the other application as well that I have. Maybe it actually works with the other one. See, app trash, restore this one. And anyway, let's get back to it. But it's something that usually sometimes it doesn't work in regards to downloading when you have this fixed. And it's not in regards of spying and all that. It's really in regards of I have it active because of ads. I hate ads. And it works without actually jailbreaking the mobile. But it does have issues in regards of downloading in this application when it's turned on. So what I need to do is just do it again. And of course I would recommend this application. Start download. Let's see if it wanna get it this time. There we go. 1382. So Wycliffe translated from the Latin Vulgate from the 4th century. So let's see what it says in regards of. That's interesting. Apparently Wycliffe Modern says 7th day. So maybe the Latin should also say 7th day, but doesn't seem to be it. Septimo, is that 7? Okay, it's 7. So in regards to the Latin, it seems like they already translated this, with a version that actually has 7 in it. Okay, Septimo. Of course, I do have a thing in regards of Latin, but yeah, okay, September 7, yeah, okay, Septimo. So, conplivicu Dios di Septimo opus suum, quod fecerat et requivit Septimo. Okay, so the Latin doesn't support. So that is from the 4th century. So the change in the Hebrew might already have been there, but the Greek says 6, The Aramaic says 6. I can't remember if we also have the Dead Sea Scrolls and all that, but that's at least 2. Oh yeah, the Samaritan. Do I have the Samaritan version here? I think I do have the Samaritan version somewhere. Well, actually, maybe I don't have it at the moment, but I think I have the Samaritan in Bible time. But I really didn't get to set things up again. I had 3 applications, and there was a lot of messy things and all that. And the ESV, you couldn't get the ESV anymore and whatever, which is very annoying. Because I have paid for the ESV, but why take it away from the people? Here we go with the No, I was looking. No, we look for the Bibles. We need to look for the Bibles here. Bible. Managed document, and the problem is, where would it be? That's a good question. I think the Samaritan Bible is somewhere. Bible English, Samaritan. No, it must be Crosswire. Samaritan. Maybe it's in Hebrew in regards to the Samaritan. I just think I had it sometime at some point. I should have it. Oh, here we go. Samaritan. Oh, I already have it installed apparently. And actually it has 6. This version I think only have 5 books, but it actually should have 6. There we go. Let's see what the Samaritan version says. It should say 6. So that would be 1, 2, 3 witnesses in regards of it being actually 6. You just a minor thing, right? But it's still, yeah. And on the 6th day, God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had made. So we know there's something in regards to the Masoretic, that they knew that there was some corruptions in it and all that. So this might be one of the places where we have an issue. So that's at least 3 witnesses, and the Samaritan translation goes, 4th BC, 5 BC, I can't remember. But, it might be actually the oldest translation from the Hebrew. Although we know there's some issues here and there in it and all that, but when you have the Samaritan, the Aramaic from the 1st century, and the Greek, which might be older than the 1st century, agreeing that is the 6, and it also makes sense that it might be 6. And we can see the Latin, that's the 4th century, so they might already have made, the corruption might have come in regards to that time, between those 4 centuries. But anyway, and on the 6th day, God and that would also be interesting to look into the Waldensian Bibles, because they are said to have if I could get the French translation, that was from the Waldensian. I think the French translation was from the one of the French. I don't know if they have it here in regards of download modules, because they don't even have the Geneva commentary. At least they didn't have. I don't think they have it still. No, I really wonder why they wouldn't have the Geneva. It just seems odd that they wouldn't have the Geneva. But the other application does have it, so it's not a big thing. But then I see French. You really get into a lot of languages in French. I don't know. I don't see French. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, yeah, French. There we go. Let's see what they have. French Martin, Crampon La. Darby French doesn't have any. If anything, it should be, but I would think it would be older. I would need to look that up in regards of. I don't think this would be it, but although I don't know French anyway, but we can try to download it and see what it says in regards of it. But anyway, let's there we go, works and all that. Okay, let's go to the French. I don't speak French, but Martin, there we go. I have asked them to sort it in regards of Aramaic, Greek, and so forward, but no, apparently not. Okay, Dio Iut Akiva au Septime, that sounds like 7, and you have 7 there. So I have Septime, so that's, I don't think that's the version anyway. So how do I delete it? Let's see here. Can I remember how to delete it? Nope. Maybe this is the one. No. I think there was like Bible, copy, share, and there's a lot of things you can set up that I really did lose when last time I tried to get it working again and all that. I new installed it and it just didn't fix it. That should be in regards of some where you have the Bible information, although I can't seem to find it. Oh, there we go. So we put there we go. Deleted, great. That was also in regards of information, which does seem stats and other info. Maybe that's the about module. Okay. So that's one of the things that there's another problem in regards to the Aramaic text in regards of a thing that seems to be missing, although we have that in other versions. So it's again, one can reconstruct things. It's not, it's not overall big deals. It's minor things here and there, but we of course want to be as close as possible to the clean water. So that was pretty much me reading the whole first part of the beginning in regards to how the creation was created and all that by our creators. And that it doesn't really end in regards of this chapter. This chapter should be down here. And actually in the Hebrew it also does have the ending there. If we actually go look, they have this thing of putting things in it. There we go. They put a pay apparently for, and they use some other letters as well. I'm not entirely sure how it works overall out, but they seem to be where they seem to be having a break. They seem to be using these letters. And then we can see in the Hebrew, in regards of, let's see here. Ele toldot hashamayim v'haaretz behibaream beyom Asod Yehovah Elohim, and that's the first time the name of God is put there. Yehovah, the gods, Eretz, Elohim, Eretz, Veshamayim, and the heavens. So I think it needs to be broken there. At least it doesn't break at the point where they break it, that's for sure. Seems like the Hebrews are also, understanding that it breaks here. And then goes into these generations of the heavens and the earth when they were created, in the day that Jehovah, the gods, created the heavens and the earth, or the earth and the heavens here. V'chol shi'ak, and every plant of the field become va'aretz v'chol, and every herb hasotib terim. Anyway, I would need to do more investigation on it, but now, as far as I can see, he begins to go into another thing in regards of Adam, in regards of a new story, in regards of Adam, and in regards of the woman and you see Ha-Adam, the man, from the Ha-Adamah, the ground, the earth. So I think actually a good translation would be earthling, from the earth, So, because you have this in the Hebrew. You also have Ish and Isha in the Hebrew. Ish means man, and actually, so that would actually be better if you fixed Adam as earthling, and the ground in regards of seeing the thing. Of course, you could also just use the name. But Ish and Isha, you have Ish, which means man, and you have Isha, which means woman. So I think in the Danish we could also fix something in regards of getting closer to that, so you still get the understanding. And here we have the le nefesh in regards to the soul, and became a living soul, nefesh. So and then we have the rest. Anyway, that's all for me. It's I guess it's a little like a test file overall. I'll try to upload it to YouTube, BitChute, and my own website, and just test it out to see how it goes. And I really should get down and buy some food because I'm getting somewhat hungry. So yeah, and I actually maybe should look into in regards to see what they have in regards of being able to order food, so they can come with the food and all that. It's very, well, of course, it's very annoying that we have like a closed door down there, so they cannot just go in and put the things, you know. Very annoying. Very, you know, it's just outrageous. Typical. You know, safety. Oh, give me a break. You know, it's the wrong places that they are. You know, they're looking at the symptoms instead of looking at the cause. You know, it's typical. You know, there's much that the problem is there's much more money in looking at the symptom and not the cause. You know, because if you fix the cause, then the symptom wouldn't be there, right? But we can't have that because we need to, waste our time on so many levels. But that was pretty good. I think that was pretty good. I really should translate my own first and begin to set things up. But yeah, need also to fix the Bible Time mobile. Although I have my website where I have a lot of the things written down in regards of the things I did have installed beforehand. Although I did have a paper somewhere on the notes as well in regards of it. But I think I wrote most of it down in my website so I can just remember. Well, I'm really looking forward to my new mobile, which I have no idea when I'm going to get. I paid for it. I'm waiting for it. It would, you know, it's kind of, you know, this mobile is just falling apart, and my camera doesn't really work good, and it's not so good. I did get another glass for the mobile, but the one camera lens is absolutely broke, you know. Well, at least one of them works, but yeah, I need to get some glue for that as well, to glue it on. But yeah, it's not so good. I don't know what to do with, you know, the other camera is broke now, so would just be nice to get a new mobile. And you know, let's see here, well, it could be Bible apps and stuff. So this is my website that really needs a lot more work and all that, but everything needs work. And I have a video player up here, I have a music player up there. It's also the video players down here, and also have it at the moment down here. Although it's the same video player with the same things, although it's set up a little differently. You know, this one is sticky. This one should really be full screen, but it's not. It's not totally full screen. It's because it needs to work on the mobile. This is a pop-up thing where it's actually smaller on. It's not full screen overall on the computer screen, but you can make it full screen. But then it works on the mobile and on the desktop mode. So if anyone want to look into that, they are, you know, you can just go to JesusGodAlmighty.life, and you have a little over 40 gigabytes of information on different things. Of course, I'm still toying around with things, and there's still lots to do, lots of things to work on. It takes time. But anyway, so this is my section of Bible applications and stuff for PC Windows, the Word application, which is portable. I'm not sure what I would use in regards of Linux, but I have gotten the Word to work on Linux, and I do like the Word. And the problem is you don't really need to learn all these different applications. So if you can settle on one application would be the best, because it's just, there's so many features in every single application, so it's not easy to keep everything in the air, at least not for me. I also had free applications, Bible applications on the mobile, and they have that different strengths and weaknesses, but it's like, you have the same sources and they seem to conflict and all that. So now I have only one, although I don't think it was as good in regards of showing images and all that than one of the others. But it's just, it gets too much. But I have the sources here that I installed. Geneva Notes, and we have the Geneva Notes in those. It's Bible Time, Mobile, Bishop, and Bible. And I think it's the Bible Time I have. They really improved that application a lot. Bible Time, Mobile. It was really slow and had a lot of issues and broke and all that. But they really have done a lot of things with Bible Time. One of the other Bible applications, I think it was... Maybe it was Bishop, not sure. I think it was Bishop. They made a totally weird thing in regards to that Bible application. I complained about it. You just did like this and you had all the options. And then they made it like you needed to push up here and then, it's just... Okay, it stopped the recording because I ended up closing the screen. And apparently the settings, which I have no idea why that would be on, was not on in regards of keep recording when screen is off. And this is something that, personally I would think that would be a default setting that of course it would continue to record when not something that I need to turn on. And as far as I remember, that's... I don't remember having issues with that. But apparently, this is something is typical where all these different settings are nonsense and not really in regards of how it should be from the beginning. But anyway, here we have the Bible Time, Mobile, Bishop, and Bible. And using pretty much the same three libraries, although some differences and their own strengths and weaknesses. Sources used for these, that's our sources I use. We have a Danish, and a Danish. I have used those. We have because the original Danish, they're not really fixing any. Or very sad in regards of modern versions. Although I guess it doesn't really. That's actually pretty good in regards of 1931. Actually, it's not bad. I did have another version from. But I don't know if I have it anymore. Playbooks. Well, Google and all that. It's not totally. And they're taking so much room on the mobile. All these books and all that. But let's see here if we have it. I don't know where all my books have gone. Because I have this whole library of books that I've fixed, but. It might be, it might be this false account or something like that. Library, let's see. My library, okay. It seems like this is still there. Okay, nice. So I have, it's on offer. The problem is you need to pay still 200 kroners. At least it's cheaper than getting but then you have to have that application and all that, but is it in German? I thought it was in English, if I recall. 233 kroners. Okay, I guess it's English and German. But that's one of the books that I was looking into in regards of more information on songs. I did have another book as well. What was that? I wonder if it's still open in my browser because I've lost a lot of information. But I did have. Oh, what is it doing? What is it doing? Is it deleting my books at the moment or what? What is it doing? Oh. I don't know what is it doing, but I think it's killing all my books. Well, thanks a lot if that is the case. Oh, it just went up. I don't know. Okay, it's still there. So the singing of the Strasbourg Protestant, and there was one more that I wanted to look into, although I'm not sure where it is. Anyway, now it's downloading one of the books. The problem is that these usually just download down to the mobile, and that's of course is a problem because it fills it up. And when you have maps on the mobile, when you have books on your mobile, and you need to have it on your mobile, 64 gigabytes is not enough. It's just really quickly becomes really quickly a problem. Okay, so this is the day. This is the New Testament from Calgar. I see here. This one must be the version from him. Yeah, in regards to the Old Testament. But the problem is it's old text, so it's free, but it's old text, so it's not easy to read. Of course, it's practice. I guess it will. You can practice in regards to the old text. Here we have in the beginning and all that. Let's see if we can actually see. He probably translated it to 7 as well. Yeah, as soon a day. Well, of course, the nice thing when you know the text is that it helps you in regards of if there's something you don't know in regards of the letter and all that, it still helps you to know what it actually says. These different weird letters and all that. But he actually put the name of Jehovah in the Bible, which is very nice. As I understand it, we can actually get it with the nowadays letters. So actually, maybe I should actually get that version. I was thinking instead of I just bought another Danish version from 1992, but they don't have the name of God in it, and that's really dishonest. So maybe actually this one would be better. Okay, it will be in the next page in regards to the name of God. Should be up here someplace. Where do we have it? There we have the name, at least one, and the name again, Jehovah. And he was a Jew that converted, became a believer in Yeshua. We have Jehovah again here. So you have 3 places where the name of Jehovah is found here. 4. So the first time should be, well, I guess this must be the first time. I guess I can just, I can maybe fix this. There you go. I have space problems, because it's downloading. And so let's see here, take that one and just fix. Maybe I actually should make it blue because that's the color I used in the other. I don't know if I can search on every one of them and just say, hey, I want those blue. Maybe I can. I don't know. Search and see what happens. Here, and actually it's translated to standard text as best as it can. I actually have it a lot of time. So there you can see he uses the name Jehovah, although he's not using the H at the back of it. Like it actually should be, I would think, in regards. He's still also using Latin letters, which is kind of weird, I think. But but anyway, as you can see, it's downloading, and the problem with when it's downloading, it's really it's using all the space. So if we could just stop this, and that's the problem when people say, well, we don't need so and so many gigabytes and all that. Well, I do, because it's really taking on remove download. Because I don't want to sit here and fix all these things all the time. It's still downloading. I can't really apparently do much. Library, let's see here. Well, what did we have? I guess it was the other one there. But anyway, free, let's see here. Remove download. Remove. So 64 gigabytes is way too little. When you have all these books and they are really taking a lot of space, and you cannot put them on the SD card, which is bullshit, of course. But that's as far as I know, you cannot do that. And of course, when it's books and all that, you might also want to have them on the. But anyway, then you have the maps in regards of map programs. Then you have other Bible applications with, it really, really takes a lot of space. So the next mobile I have ordered, I have 128 gigabytes, which is not much really for my use, but at least it's more than this one. Then of course the question is, how much is the next Android version actually filling compared to this one? Of course, the light version should be able to take a lot of the garbage out, so there would actually be more space as well to toy around with. That would be nice, and of course I can get it opened as well. Yeah, some of the Bible, some of the sources that I have, and they, Josephus is freely available. There's a lot of modules, a lot of things to dig into for sure. So, but they're all free in regards to Bible Time, Bishop, and Bible. I would go with Bible Time. Bishop did some stupid things, and Bible has less sources, although they have they seem to have better in regards to pictures and all that. But Bible Time can do something, but it's well, yeah, I need to set it up again with all the things. I tried to do that, and then the ESV was not found anymore, and it's really, really tedious. Of course, it was nice to have the ESV in an application that actually is quick. Now I only have the ESV in Accordance, and Accordance is a much slower application than the others. Although, it's better than nothing, right? I still have the ESV. It's just sad that they just go and, because then you have one more application and one more application, and you would, it's nice to actually, if you could stay in one. But here we have the ESV. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And then you need to push like this, and it's sometimes really slow. And then you need to push on this again, and then you have what the word is and all that. That was just so much easier on the free applications, but they closed it down. And I don't know if it ever will come back, but I think it was a disgusting move to do, to just take it away from the people. But, if that's what they want to do, whatever. Anyway, I think we are pretty much done, and I need to try to upload the other one. Not sure if maybe I can just fix the two videos together. I would need to do that on the computer, of course. We have the TC, block this. There's so many applications that has spyware in them, sadly. But yeah, I do have one game on the mobile which is not really biblical, and I really should uninstall it. It's I just wanted something that I could just relax my brain. Okay, we have problems running out, storage running out. Of course, in regards to videos, will also take up space if it's going to use the internal instead of which is most likely is doing, which is very annoying. Anyway, let's have the camera out here. There we go. So anyway, oh yeah, by the way, last thing. If you want to learn Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic, and some Latin, Devarim is an application, although it costs money. But that pretty much have all of them, although there's still absolutely a place for improvement in the application. But that's the best that I pretty much have found of it. Yeah. When you have the Hebrew words, you want to have the Nikud in regards to how to pronounce it. Of course, in regards to the beginning of Hebrew and all that might not be the easiest thing, because you want to know in regards to the letters as well and how to pronounce the letters. Hebrew Perfect has the pronunciation of the things, although it is a little hard, I think they could maybe have made it a little easier in regards of, I think it's like 25 words you practice every single time, and they could have fixed it down to maybe, 15 or 20, or I guess it's not bad, but it's not easy. You go into practice mode, and you can see. So you can see how the letters, and you can listen to it, which the other application doesn't have. There is also an application where you can actually, where you have the letters and where you can practice the letters, which is actually very good as well. You have, in regards to Greek letters, you have 2 applications that are very nice to learn Greek pronunciation and Greek letters. And I really should fix them up on my website, and also have a way of where you can download the applications that I tried out, so you don't need to, but yeah. Daily Dose of Hebrew and Greek was more like, these are scholars talking, and there's things I don't know that I might pick up on if I'm going to look a little more into that, in regards to that. Anyway, take care. May Jehovah be with you, and Yeshua be a most precious pearl, and the Spirit of truth be in us all. And this seemed to go pretty good in regards to the quality, in regards to do recorder. Video resolution 720p, which I'm not really sure if that resolution when you do it like this, but video quality 3 megabit per second, 15 frames per second, which is pretty okay, no problem. Video orientation, just to not to use too much space, right? Portrait mode, and that's pretty much it. And now I should be able to just turn the screen on. No, it didn't turn off. Why did it say it turned it off? Let's try it again. Turning off, it just says 16, okay. Oh, maybe it stopped the recording while it turned the screen off. Maybe that's, but keep recording when screen is turned off. It is on, Come on. Hello. Yep. Should work. Yep. Well, I don't know, but it should. Putting a lot of, the thing is, when programmers are doing a lot with the applications, and they're not fixing the issues which just should have been fixed. There's so many programs that's just outrageous. I don't know what to. They can't even make the foundational things. They just move on with all these nutty things. So they focus on things that are less important, because hey, new features and whatnot. Like security features. I don't care about security features. Just make the application work, right? All these and advertising and all that. I don't care about advertising. I don't care about pushing advertising and ads on people, Give me a break. So you get about all these extra things and this and that, and it's just tedious, It's just I don't need those features. I don't want them there really. And I just want an application that works, right? But that's pretty much the thing with the video player I'm using on my website. You have all these extra things that it can do in regards to ads and security, and just I don't really care. But anyway, that's the video player I'm using. I'm not sure if there's anything better than that, It can do a lot of things, although there are things I still have issues with in regards to downloading things. Which I don't understand why there's problems with downloading things. I need to check that as well on other servers and all that. But, tedious, as always, that things are not just working. If it just was one thing or two things, it's all over, Anyway, take care. May Jehovah be with you. Yeshua be a most precious pearl, and the Spirit of truth be in us all. Amen. I'll see what we can do with this.